Everything is ready on the Cheffla. It's all set up. I just have to get one part, but I'm waiting for the guys to get back to me with the address or where I should go pick it up. So I thought that in the meantime, I'm gonna set up the pump. Then we're gonna test it actually with water first. I wouldn't want to put paint directly on it, even though it was brand new. Never used pump, new hose, new gun. In theory, I could have just put paint directly in it. Then if something goes wrong, I have to clean paint. With the water, you just wipe it off and it dries out. So yeah, that's why I used the water for the pump. Test the pump, test the gun, no leaks, and then I just connected the Cheffla to the pump, and the nightmare started. So that I don't have to put the fan on because it's pretty cold outside. And if I put the fan on, it's gonna get really cold here. And all the testing and everything until I see how everything works, it might take a few hours. We're gonna freeze here. So yeah, I'm setting up the pump. I'm gonna test it first with the gun, make sure that everything works. And then I'm gonna take the product line from the gun, put it on the Cheffla and test the Cheffla. And hopefully everything works. I just buy a bunch of stuff because you never know what you're gonna need. So that's why every time I go to an electrical store or air fittings or whatever, bolts, nuts, anything I look at, I'll get one of those, because you never know when you're gonna need it. I went Home Depot just to buy some paint to test, because I thought I'm gonna be spraying paint yesterday through the Cheffla. Well, surprise, I didn't. But I said, you know what, I'm just gonna buy some end caps. I didn't need them. I bought 6 of them. I used them all, and I still need some, and I order some more. But yeah, it's always, and I always do that. I go to the store, and I'm, depending on what I'm working with that day or that week, I'll be like, I'm gonna get some extra of those or of the other ones. And most of the time I end up using, not all of them like I did now with like 6 end caps. Like, why would I? But I had to cap all the old product lines in the Cheffla because they drip everywhere. Hey, I guess it's our lucky day. This is the valve that turns on the air to the pump. So with this off, pump doesn't work. You put it on, it has air to either prime the pump or have air for the gun. Now we just gotta put some oil in this because it shouldn't start without oil. Woo. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. That's it. So now it's primed. It means that there's no more air in the piston. I'm gonna put it 50%. I've never used such a fancy gun. Oh, there's the product. Whee! You see how much it has in one stroke? Because it's such a big pump. The first pump that I started working with, Graco, same thing. It was a 15-to-1. The main cylinder that makes the pressure and takes the product from the container was a little bit smaller than this. And now look at this giant thing. And it does 30-to-1. So if I put 110 PSI in it, when it's shooting at the tip here, that's 3,000 PSI. If you were to put my Mustang on an inch by an inch, all that weight pressing down. So that's 3,000 pounds per square inch. It's something insane. Like most compressors work at maximum 125 PSI, I think. Like between 100 to 120 PSI. The tank itself, it's rated for 150. So the big metal tank of the compressor is rated for 150 PSI. That gun, at the tip of it, has 3,000. Well, it's 30 to 1, right? So if you're putting 100 psi in the pump, 30 to 1, it's going to be 3,000 psi at the end of it. If you put your finger there, I'm going to paint inside of you with it. It's going to cut skin. That's really nice. See how much I can speak and not let you ask the next question, because I saw a few times you went like